Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys.
We gonna work. Ready? We're set, ready? Right there, 56. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check. 20. Check. Ready?
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means you're up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now it's Newton. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, lock it. Defense wins championships, baby. Check your heart rate. Check. Lucky.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way, and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. From the 24, Newton. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw again. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go on. I'm going to run you over. Now.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, zoom. 55.
Now back to throw. Cooper's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, They say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. He's at the 50, the 30. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
This is caught. 19 yards that time for number 19. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Showing it, showing it.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. You go tight. Gun. You got tight right there. Hustle. Swing it. Nice 57's right. Hey, D-line. Hey, Greg. Greg. 57. Mike, 57.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play.
It's caught inside the 25. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And it's just caught. It's Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Check right 54. Right 54. They can't hang with us. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Kill.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Stand up. Check.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mark 56. Mark 56. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Newton. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Ready? 180. 56 is the mark. Too low, cut.
Now Newton on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
You. Check. Crunch. Recon, 132 fighter. Fight.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it second and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
54. Mike, 54. Hey, let's get this.
Shoot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, what's the ball? Right there. 54. Right there.
Go.
Here we go. Shift.
Ready?
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? 20. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the glass. 56 to Mike.
From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
8. 57. Mike, 57. You didn't hold this.
On first and 10, Newton. That's complete to his running back, Connor. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Newton throwing again. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the 49er first down.
Set. 180. 56. Check 56. Watch the run.
From the 50, Newton. He sets to fire deep. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second down, Connor looking for space. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Ready? Security. Gun. Wildfield. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
36.
The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Let's go, fellas.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old-school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, stay on.
Check 99. Check 92.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Hey, watch the slant. Check 52. SOS.
Leo. Hurry.
On first down, here's Breida. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ready.
This complete to Lockett. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, or you're a little bit nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Second down, McKinnon. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Great.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 88 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Here we go again.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Think you gonna get now? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Now.
They'll drop the throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Let's get it. Watch the screen.
Now it's counter. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 3. Pick the edge.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Kill.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
18 Gator. Hey, stand off. Pilot, 64, weak. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We get it.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Watch the eye. Big check.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Get off the field. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's been a long day for you. Shit.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
San Francisco.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch the twist. Alert 3. Express. Show it up.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Come on.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
30 base.
At the 22-yard line.
Slam. Watch safety 3.
Go.
Safety screaming. Out.
Put up.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
You stop. Look, squeeze.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
He's checking.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The tackle there by George Odom. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go. Step.
They'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense forcing